to Edutainment for us again on the second live stream today. And we are in Nyabohanse, back to Nyabohanse, back to back, all right? So we have some things to deal with here. Lucas the traveler chased away from the construction site, and Masoda in the air, and the strike also in air, guys, all right? So let's go for it. Lucas the traveler, I wonder what kind of person you are, because if you are suspected from the beginning that you are the spy in Marwa's place, and you kept talking about it, you kept complaining about it, and now finally you are chased. Don't you know that Marwa had reserved, maybe had just reserved himself, or was restraining himself and waiting for an opportune moment to do what he has to do? And of course, the posting, Lucas is not the first time he's posting a video before Marwa. If somebody has rules in his home and you've decided to walk along with him, you abide by the rules or you walk away, you know. Majake decided to walk his lane and spoke out, and maybe he's ready to stand on his own. But Lucas the traveler, you are not ready to do your own things. Then you go about defiling the rules. Hey, You don't go to people expecting to grow under their wings and you break the rules, you know. You know very well who Marwa is. Marwa actually has the powers to fire and hire. Allegedly, the traveler commander has the power to hire and fire. And then you go ahead and violate the rules. What did you expect, Lucas the traveler? All right? So, of course, Lucas the traveler began making videos. Immediately, he was suspected as a spy at the construction site, and we saw him going ballistic about everything, you know, trying to justify that he's not the spy, but somebody else is, that he knows who is messing up and is not the one, all right? So we saw what we saw. And I was expecting this. Yeah? Si poa? Okay. Kidogo tu lakini. Niletee tu. Nitakula nikiendelea. Live stream tunakula tukiendelea. Kwa loka. Ama kuna nyingine wamefungua hapa, wamefunga. Sijui kama utaweza kuiona kwa loka. Ukikosa omba Milo. Milo anakuwa na nyingi. Yeah, so guys, it is 1:20 p.m. in Kenya, all right? And I welcome you on board to this live stream. I know that sometimes people are busy, especially in Kenya, people have gone back to work, and most of my live stream audience are Kenyans. But currently, many people have gone to work, but it is what it is. We have to go with it, you know, flow with the vibe till the end, guys. Hey, so as the big surprise was dropping in from Gitriba for Benson and Maisha, there were new shocks, so many shocks, a lot of drama, you know, breaking the silence all along, you know, all along, breaking the silence in the house. So we saw a lot of, you know, drama around. And the first drama, of course, is Lucas the traveler being dismissed from the construction site when the house is almost coming to an end. Sometimes as a slave, you have to pay, you know, to pay the cost of being slave. A hypocrite at some point, you have to feign even when you don't, you have to smile even when you want to frown, all right? So, Lucas the traveler, it is simple. You want to stick by Marwa, you have to play a puppet. Be a puppet as much as you can. Do what will impress him. Don't you see those who are hardworking are being given masoda? Don't you see that? All right? And you must have known the tricks of the game. Because you are from Nyabohanse, you are always there around Marwa. You've known who he is. You know what he wants. You know how to play by the game. If you know your nature does not allow it, then you should have walked away long ago. But because you allowed yourself to walk along, you should have walked along up to the end. You don't say my phone was going off. How do other people in Nyabohanse, the 500 YouTubers or those who are close to him, the Masons, make it? They make it because they have to abide by the rules, all right? And if I may refer you, you can check with Nasto. Check with Nasto. Check with Gitriba. Check with Kirwa.
No spoon.
No spoon. Hey, yeah. Let me check for something here. Let me check for something. All right, guys. So our discussion goes on and on. Let me just pick something. Spare me a minute. I pick something and come back, guys. But the reality is, it is what it is. If you are with Marwa, you either play the rules, you become the puppet, you do what he wants, you bootlick, you know. Play the hypocritical individual in you until you make it. Fake it until you make it. That's what they say. So Lucas, the traveler, comes to complain here, but how does he want us to help him? You know, he knew it was coming. I always laugh at sometimes people who are ready to be slaves, people who are ready to bootlick, then they come out and begin to complain. That is what exactly Lucas the Traveler was trying to do from the beginning. When you look at his videos since the time the construction of the house started, all he was doing was to prove to Maro that he was trying to be as loyal as possible. And sometimes you cannot be loyal. Once you are suspected, when you are called around or labeled, you don't have to play loyal again. Play your part and go away. Do some other stuff. But you want to play, you seek sympathy, play an emotional game, you can't win. So let me break for a minute. I'm just picking something, then come back here. Just a minute. So like the video, please, like the video. And let me turn the camera so that I can pick something for 2 minutes and then come back. Just bear with me. Bear with me shortly, and I'm coming back. Yeah. Okay, so I broke. I go collect a spoon because I'm eating as I do the live stream, and we will bear with me, guys. Sometimes at work, it is what it is, you know. You know the tingle. Oh, so let's listen to Lucas the Traveler and do an critical analysis of whatever he's saying. And if you know him, guys. So let's play this.
Sent me away because yesterday I went there to try actually to visit Brian's construction site, and he told me that I'm giving you some break. You should go out of this construction site. The main reason why he told me so is because that actually went to the Brian construction site. Yes, I don't refuse. And we made the video, and that was the complaint that he made, that after making the video at Brian's construction site, actually that I uploaded before he uploaded this video. So he told.
All right. You heard that. That is something we have always known about Marwa. If you are doing any video, the same place, or rather the same venue with him, you don't post before him. Are you the boss? Are you the travel commando? Who are you? Are you the bringer? the genesis of YouTube in Nyabohanse? Who are you that you want to post a video of his project before him? So I looked at the comment section and people were like, they were not sympathetic about this guy, just like I'm not sympathetic too. Why am I not sympathetic? Because if you decide to go to a certain party, even politically, you have to play by its rules. You don't create your own rules, all right? So this is something here. So Diana Charles wrote this comment. What Diana Charles wrote is, I believe there has been a misunderstanding. Samaro specifically requested that you refrain from uploading your video until he has had a chance to share his first. It's important to request the blessing than placing a blame on others is unproductive. Consider the implications of uploading your video before his. Viewers may be less inclined to engage with yours if they see his content first. Think critically about whether his video truly captures the audience interest, as this is a key factor in determining the potential engagement of your own work. Self-reflection and honest evaluation of our contribution are vital in our respective fields. For instance, if you make a mistake in a medical profession, how would you confront and rectify that error? Acknowledging responsibility, taking appropriate measures to address such situations is essential. Additionally, since Marwa's business is YouTube, why should he accommodate you first? Now, a lot of replies came on the same response, like a lot of bullshit. No one can tell when I should or should not load my video. Sauna Aumwati called respect and common courtesy. Another one, what has the project got to do with the ground as man? Sauna hatred dedicated. Sauna why don't you start their own projects? Guys, so when you look at the comments that came on Lucas Traveler YouTube, no one actually sympathized with his situation. Some were like, okay, if you want freedom, then you better choose freedom. But if you want to be bossed around, wait, don't complain about it. All right? So people are not sympathetic, just like I'm not sympathetic about Lucas Traveler. Why am I not sympathetic? I'm not a brutal person. The only thing that I'm saying is that you cannot accept to be in a party and you continue to be bossed around, then you come complaining. What do you want us to do? You know, that is exactly my question. It's not like I feel it's right whatever Marwa is doing, but if that is his business, so what? You know, if that is his business, his project, his decisions, his choices, those who decide to bootlick around him should follow the rules, because if you are a bootlicker, you follow the rules. If you don't, then you are gonna quit. But you don't come around complaining to people when you are a bootlicker and you want to remain one, then you are coming to complain. You decide either to quit and decide to be a self-independent person, doing your stuff as you want them to be done, following your own rules, creating your own rules, instead of now complaining you still want to be under somebody's wings, all right? That's what people do. You make a decision, you stand on your own and do your stuff. But if you want to be under somebody's wing, then you'll continue to bootlick and continue to ask whatever. Just as I don't want to say it here, but it's clear. So Lucas decided he wants to be under the wing of Marwa, but still he comes to complain to us. Now what does he want us to do, you know?
He should be the one uploading first before I upload the video. So with I explained to him, telling him that sometimes actually my phone is a lone phone. Sometimes you get that it is cut off, it is shut off, and before I upload the video. So what I does is that immediately after shooting the video, I upload the video before the time reaches when my phone is closed. And when I told him like that, he told me, no, you should go away. So that is what happened, and I had to go away. Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It depends the time.
My question is, who is Lucas the Traveler explaining to? Okay? And by his explanation, what does he expect us to do? Because we can't do anything. It's either you accept to leak or you decide to walk on your own and have your freedom and do your things. But as long as you have to be under the wing, when that construction began, a lot of YouTubers flocked to that site because even some were asked to be volunteers to do free work, because they knew they could harvest from the views. Now, if that is what took you there, if that is exactly what took you there, then you need to abide by the rules. Every other person, Nico Puda, Mayugno, Kiza, Daniel, and all the rest are following those rules. Why not you? Why not you? You have accepted to be a slave. Continue being a slave, because if you have been playing around those rules all along. The house has been constructed for now 16 days by today. And you've been observing the rules for 12 days. What was so difficult was observing the rules in the next 3 days so that the project ends in peace. Now, coming to complain here will not help us and will not help you, because I know so far after your complaint on internet and people are watching and they are telling him back, if you still want to be under his wing, you'll never have a chance again. So are you ready? Are you ready, Lucas Traveler? All right. So he came about to complain, and I watched that video. I watched that video and I was like, okay, so what the hell are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to make us sympathize for you? What do you want us to do? Do you want us to act for you? You want us to sympathize for you and say we are sorry for what has happened? We cannot say so, because you people in Nyabohanse don't listen. When people say out there that you are slaves, you don't accept. You say that you are just want to be positive, whatever it means by positive. In life, you cannot cheat that you are always positive, that you are always using the positive energy. You can set your goals, you can also work towards them, but you cannot cheat that you will always be positive in everything. Never. It doesn't happen in life. Sometimes you have to give a negative critique on something that is happening in the opposite. Now, Lucas Traveler, all you are attracting is people to critique you, because all along you came around. The first times you created a video, you are there complaining and saying that people are calling you a spy and you are not. You know the spy, but you cannot say because they'll be chased away from work. So you deserve what you have faced, because you have been parading around and talking about it. In fact, some people are saying that, Marwa is under stress to actually acquire views about the construction, and he feels that that is his key project, because he's the one whom people have trusted to send money through. You remember him saying he's the vessel towards that construction. And here you come, you want to make views over the project. Forget it, brother. Forget. It doesn't happen like that. All right? It doesn't. So, some people even came about and called him a terrible person who is vlogging and leaving out Marwa. Some were like they are sorry, but they said everyone go elsewhere. Some were telling him that you got used and you are smart, the use and dump business. After all, the project was almost ending. People are painting. So did Marwa even need you? He doesn't need you. The project is over. He doesn't need more hands as masons. He just wants few people who will be paid a little bit on the borehole, some, because now the solar panels are coming. Those will be electricity people. We have tiles, of course. We have specific people to do that and the rest of the thing. Now let's get back to some minutes right here and talk about some things randomly here and there. All right? So guys, if you remember, the key aspect yesterday was Masoda. Yeah? Masoda to re-energize the workers so that they can work, He indicated that if you have Masoda around, people will go on working. That is the energy that people need. They don't need money, do they? They don't need. All they need is Masoda, and it will energize them to keep working, It is called good energy according to him. It will eliminate the bad energy. I was like, is it a spirit or something? A spirit that will re-energize people and eliminate the bad energy. All right, so let's get to that receipt right away and check on it, guys. And welcome, like the video and share the videos too. And I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. So let's get to that specific minute here. I think it was minute 22:05, somewhere there. All right. 22 here. Okay, we are right there. Here. A man of his words. You joker eliminates you.
Unakujiwa moja kwa moja. Haya, more tiles guys. 8 boxes. You are going back for more or this is enough? Dan is coming. Oh, Dan is coming with others. Haya, so zeko chini tuone hizo. More is coming. Sawa, mnamtolea hiyo apite. Fundi. Jamaican anchors are right. Tiles, guys, is the biggest thing right now.
We're using whiteboards every day.
The commercial break.
Videos to life. As a fully remote agency, whiteboards let us collaborate in real time, turn our clients' ideas into a gripping title and thumbnail, a captivating script, and finally, a viral sensation.
Let's skip the advert and see whether we can find the place.
Tiles are as expensive as roofing, but you guys have come through and you see your items are here. I'll call Michael. Even today, a madam who called me from New York, she sent $1,000 today morning. $1,000.
Somebody's calling. I don't know whether to receive or not.
I don't know if I should say this on camera, but she told me wheelchair.
So let's proceed. Sometimes I don't like receiving calls when I'm doing a live stream because the problem it tampers with the, the camera. But I'm lucky that this time it had done away with that. But let's proceed here.
Thank you so much, madam. I talked with you. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, tiles, pack tiles. Mchunge tiles zisianguke jamani. Madishi yamejaa hapa, mleta dishi. Tununua madishi karibu sana. Nifika sehemu yenye tunaweza kwa kamba zilitumanisha zinakuja.
Let's check here.
Hata kuna kamba imefungwa huko, mungeanzia hivi. Let me add him one soda. I see him is already. The house doesn't go. Vijana wa nyumbani. Chukua na wewe. Hao ni vijana wa nyumbani. Sasa ameniambia hajakunywa. Watu kwanza wapewe soda ya ukweli. Hata Felix ameshapewa soda. Si Felix. Yule ndio najua amepewa soda. Tafadhali, haya rudisha soda kwa crate moja zote. Hizo. Tunaona hivi hapa. Wewe tulia. Sasa nataka nichunguze nani hajapata soda. Wale wa juu. Huyu ameipiga, uje uongezewe. I'm saying this one has hit the soda. So mupe chagulie. Hii ama gani? Chagua. The boy chooses Coca-Cola. Haya. Addition no. Wacha hii mambo. Wacha hiyo mambo.
Okay. Mura as the master of everything. He can organize, he can design, he can oversee, so he is now overseeing Masoda aspect, Masoda equation. The mathematics is not mathematicking. He is saying that there are a lot of sodas. At the same time, he's saying that people should not be given more. And of course, what I saw in this part is that he decided now to be adding some people while eliminating others. And I was like, I thought all these people are equally your people. What is happening? What is happening or what is not happening? Okay. So guys, let's check on this because I looked at this and I was like, what is happening? Because while some people are being given and even kids given twice, some are not being given. And he has to go randomly picking some people whom he thinks they are working so hard. Unlike Lucas the Traveler, then he adds more. While on others, he does not want to add because he says they are not his. So do we have his and those who are not his? That was my question in this factor. Let's go by again.
Wacha hiyo mama. Kunyweni soda za ukweli. Kunywa soda moja utulie. Fundi ulipata soda? Haya. Moibra hajapata soda. Kuna fundi amepata? Haya. Everybody enjoy soda. We have 2 more crates left. Haya, Dani wewe kunywa zile unaweza. Hata huyu.
Chai. Now, can you imagine? Maro tells people that he tells the workers not to add one more. Then he tells one, take as much as you would finish. Take as many as you want. But some of them, he tells them, take only one. Now, I saw yesterday very many people commenting on trending and asking how much a soda is. Of course, a soda is maximum 60 shillings, but the common price is 40 shillings. 40 Kenyan shillings, which is 0.120 by 2, 0.25, around there, for a bottle of soda. And here people are rushing, and Marwa is like, Masoda will give the energy to do the work. And I'm like, Masons, in fact, they have eaten a lot of goats here and all that. And of course, soda is only, the only problem why people are scrambling, why I understood people are scrambling is that people don't go buying soda just like any other place. People would rather buy milk, they will rather buy something else, but buying soda is not a common practice in Africa. People buy soda when maybe they are traveling and they don't have a lot of money, so they decide to branch by a shop and buy. Or maybe when you are walking with kids, you have not carried food for them, you go buy some soda. But soda is not a common aspect that people go about just buying. Though these days it's a common thing, I've seen in a lot of homes, people try to buy it. You know, during our times when we were growing up, soda was bought when you are traveling with your father or your mother on the way, and you are very thirsty on the road, then the parent could decide and buy a bottle of soda for you. Or you could wait also during moments of ceremonies. But these days, I think I see sodas common even in funerals, in any small, celebration. But I don't know. Whatever it is with Nyabohanse, I saw people scrambling for sodas and I was like, oh, yeah, chai, what's happening? Anyway, let's proceed.
I'm saying these two can drink as much as they want. Bear huyu soda. Huu amekuwa na tamaa, muongeze tu. Muongeze tu tamaa. Watu wa nyumbani wako wapi?
Can you imagine? The scrambling and positioning of Masoda began here. And now Marwa was defending the people whom he came from his own area. So he didn't want anybody randomly to have an addition, but specifically his people. And that is why he gave 2 people, Daniel and someone else, to take as much as they want. But when others now come, he tells them, you are greedy. You want just addition? No. So you realize that it becomes a scramble and petition because people can be organized. You can organize people, make them sit down, and then you make a woman or one individual move around, giving one, so that you don't have to necessarily have people fighting for bottles, because these bottles are very dangerous. What if they break, you know? Hey, chai.
Watu warudi reverse. Haujapata soda. Haya, tulia. Leo huyu mzee. Right, soda moja imetosha. Leo huyu hata kama anarudia. Labda zimetunzwa juu ya mvua. Haziwezi potea, mtu za kuchukua nguo yako. Sawa.
Hey. So people are creating content, random content there, At the same time, they were scrambling for sodas. And I'm trying to understand, because sometimes maybe the economy is too poor for somebody to go buy soda. But I can also understand more for the kids than the YouTubers, because Maro himself has said that YouTubers in Nyabohanza are earning enough money currently. He even says that at the construction, he gives them something small, even if they are volunteering. So I'm wondering, soda, why are they scrambling? They can wait. But it is what it is. Guys, before we continue, remember to like the video. I've not seen anyone like. Please like the video, also chat, and let's go on with this business. You've already seen the business of Lucas, the traveler. Now we are into the business of Masoda here, okay?
Chukua na wewe, hao ni vijana wa nyumbani.
Oh, why not Joseph Wambura? Welcome to the community. I missed you in about 6 live streams, but it's okay. You always support me here. And sometimes we are too busy. You find that when you're trying to create videos here and there, you may not be able to actually watch all the time. But I always appreciate when you come around. Big brother, thank you so much, Joseph Wambura. All right, we are trying to just fight around with the watch hours so that we meet what we have to meet, guys. That is why I'm struggling, even though I'm back to work outside environment, which is not very suitable, but I'm trying what I have to do just so that I can attain the watch hours. And once I have enough subscription and people watch me all the time, I'll be doing videos, and that one I can do so early, and that is it. Okay. Oh, so sorry. What has happened? Because Lucy the other day also lost her cousin. She was so much in tears. Now Joseph Wambura is telling me he has lost a brother. So sorry for that. It's painful sometimes, but God should keep you safe and give you the energy to actually mourn in Christ. Yeah, so thank you so much. We understand, because if you have been busy, of course, you wouldn't be able to watch. I understand that environment. In fact, recently I did a vlog when coming from a funeral, though it was a funeral that I was attending just to help my friend. Yeah, so thank you so much for your presence. I acknowledge. Okay, we have so many other people on the platform. They are not chatting, but I'll remind you to like the video, please. Like the video for me. It adds up to the logarithm and enhances growth. So guys, people continue to fight for Masodas here.
Hata ngoja nichape black currant. Pea go. Addition. Pea mafundi. Pea fundi moja. Mtu akichagua huyo ampe chochote. Huyo unaachana na yeye. Yaani mtu anakuja addition na bado anachagua.
So according to Marwa, if you are picking free things, you don't have a choice. You know, they always say, there is a proverb that says beggars don't have beggars don't have a choice. I'm so fine, Joseph. My day is fine. I'm just back to work starting, and I've finished my duty already. I'm just off waiting for the hour to go home. But I'm fine and I'm doing well. I hope that things will soon allow me to earn from YouTube. Let me pray for the best, guys. Okay? And even on Facebook profession also we are trying. Joseph Wambura, I've never seen you on Facebook. I do have a professional Facebook, because I meet also some people right there. They do YouTube and they also do professional Facebook, because now that Kenya has opened room to payment, we are trying that also. All right. So I'm so fine, my brother Joseph Wambura, and I hope you're fine too and mourning in Christ. Okay. So when I was watching this video, I just asked myself, because so many times I've heard both, I heard Rosho saying that she does not like sugary stuff. In fact, Maro one day said that in his home, they are going to ban sugar. He also indicated that they are also going to ban tissue paper. Okay? Yeah, so when I watched this video and saw him taking the soda, of course I was like, have things changed? Have things changed? Because again, the other day you remember I did a video reacting and saying that why doesn't he eat at the site? Maybe he was responding to that call because sometimes he rejects to eat here. And I heard today, let me just go back to the Mwango's video. I heard something from her. She was saying something and I was like, are you serious? Would you expect people to eat from your home if you don't eat at people's places? Because if I learn that you don't eat at people's places, then I will not also eat at your place. So the Mwango came up to say that she does not eat at people's places. Let me just check for the video. And I was trying to be surprised because I've seen most of the times, even does not eat at the site. You will hear him complain, I've not eaten. Yet they have cooked goat here and everybody should be eating. So I heard the Mwango saying something here.
We cannot only cook Jamaican food for them. We want Jamaican to know how African food cook over here. They can cook it too.
Good idea.
Yes, we have to. It looks selfish from me just to show them Jamaican. Yeah. So
Me, I'm so hungry.
somebody help me with it. And it tastes so nice.
It tastes so
And
nice.
you know, since I've been coming to the
Side.
site, it's the first time I ever eat.
Okay.
And it's so good. So you didn't
Mosabi
come
was
and-
saying, "Be I keep for you, girl." I'm like, no.
I said you should come and
I
take
don't
it.
know, but I have a very weird behavior like my dad. It's not easy I eat somewhere that is not home.
Oh,
Me, if it's not home, or if I know you personally,
Yes.
it's impossible.
Yes.
You know? No offense, guys.
Just like
not
you know.
offending anybody, but my dad,
Yes.
even at his own home, he cannot eat.
Look at that.
Only at home.
Only at
home.
home.
If he doesn't eat home,
Okay, that's weird. That's very weird. Of course, as you know it, you spell it yourself that it's a weird behavior. Not very good. It's not a very good behavior. Why? Because you decide that you can never eat at people's homes. How do you expect them to eat at your place? You know? That's the question I have to raise here. Because the reality is that in our world, tit for tat is a fair game. Very fair game. So you don't expect people to do what you don't do in their home. All right? So Dimongo has just said that she does not go eating in people's places. She only eats in her place. And I'm like, okay. So when you are cooking for people at construction site, whom do you want to eat? But then I go back to her video again. I go back to her video again and about this lady because she was taking the local brew, local liquor, and she was saying it's non-alcoholic, and I'm like, are you sure? So let's just go back to minute 3:53, somewhere here. Hey, I'm not a hater.
Most people over 40
Hey,
use ChatGPT.
the commercial break.
Copy, paste, ask a basic question, move on.
Yeah, let's check here, guys.
I believe I can do all through Christ who strengthens me. Mafundi walifika hapo wakarudi. Kwa sababu engineer haji.
Hey, there's noise from the back.
Acha tuone. Boy, kutuchukua hapo sana. Guys, here we have local liquor. It's called Obosara or Togo. If you know, you know. If you can relate, let me know. Nigea kwa kikombe kidogo. Mimi bado niko na uoga. Usikule kitu fulani na uoga kitu.
So you see, Dimongo was at her construction site after complaining about the engineer and all that. Then she went to buy this of Usara, which is Busa. I think in Luya it's Busa. And when I was living in Coast, the name what? So all those different names from different places. Then she had to justify that it's not alcoholic. And I was like, but if you have said you don't eat in people's place so easily, again, you are saying that you are very afraid to buy and eat. What is the difference between that and what she eats on the streets? Like when she goes to Coast, she goes picking food sold on the streets. The other day I saw her eating eggs sold on the streets in Kuria. She also ate some things in Nairobi. You know, when we watch these videos, it's not like we go picking stuff, but we associate with what someone is saying. It is her speaking, so I'm just answering. Mohammed Alheu, hi, welcome on board. Mohammed Alheu, welcome on board. I saw you on Monday. Was it Monday? In one of the live stream. I really appreciate your presence. Like the video also. Today we have so few likes. People are coming, watching, and just going without liking. So I remind people to like the video, and also some of them to subscribe to the channel for those who have not subscribed, and share my video. So thank you so much, Mohammed Alheu. I hope you're fine. You've said yes. Thank you so much I appreciate to learn that. So please, we have people watching. Consider to like the video. Liking the video is one of the appetizer, or rather, I call it glucose. Thank you so much. I know Muhammad has liked. We have some other people watching. Also, remember to like the video as we go by and analyze this. So this lady comes out and says she doesn't eat out easily. She doesn't like, she fears. Then she goes ahead and buys busa. I don't know how many of you know this. It is made out of, fermented sorghum. So it is just a form of local brew, local liquor. I don't know if you really think that it's an alcoholic, because that is what she was saying. Let's check on it. Doesn't like eating out. And she was welcome to eat ugali. She says she's hungry, but she does not want to eat.
It's only sorghum.
So guys, among the the Luo and the Kuria people, of course, it is done a lot using fermented stuff to prepare. So when you look at that, then it's considered a local brew, as she has just said. But I'm not is fully non-alcoholic. I believe there is some percentage of that. Why then is it brewed? And then if someone takes too much though, that's when they'll come out drunk, okay? So I don't believe her thought, or rather affirmation, that it's non-alcoholic 100%. I don't believe so. Because of course, when you look at things like whatever is done in different settings, the process of actually brewing what she's taking is meant to make it a little bit alcoholic, even if the percentage is low, you know? Because when you look at barley and sorghum, I think they have the same thing that makes something, taste. It tastes sour. It tastes sour. It doesn't taste like porridge, So it is what it is. So Dimango tells us that it's non-alcoholic. She tells us that she fears taking anything from out, but she's taking. And I've seen her several times taking food on the streets, food that is not tasted, So the fear, I don't know, because she went to the construction site waiting for Marwa and she was afraid to take it. Now let's turn on to something else, Looking at something else. I was looking at this aspect of the fact that Dimwango has been constructing, and she was qualifying that good things come after a long process. She said it in the video when she was interviewing this international guest that came to her place, especially the lady that was a singer. She even sang with the Rosho. So we saw Dimwango coming out and saying that good things come slowly, and even good houses, when you are constructing houses, if they take longer, the better, there'll be quality. Did we not hear that? We heard it, okay? For those who are watching. Now let's turn back to I think minute 27, around there. 27:34, around there. And listen to her.
Then go back something that could be better. At least showing up. you know. But when he doesn't show up 100%, like 100%, and still it's like you have to pay. I don't know. So I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what.
Okay, what I don't understand is what kind of contract did Mwango sign with this engineer? Because you don't have to pay when the person is not there. There is a time that I had masons constructing my parents' home, and I think it was plastering. Then at plastering, the main person was not there. The main mason did not come. He only sent people. And I called him, told him that I'm not going to pay you because you are not there. I'll only pay the masons. And that was it, because if you are not there, how do I pay you? So I don't know why Dimongo just cannot be firm. She's saying women and I don't know what. It's not like women are not respected in Africa. It is about yourself. Do you want to please people, or do you want your work to move? Do you want to follow the rules, or do you want to break the rules? So when she comes out and complains, maybe it's because of content creation. You know, content creation sometimes will allow you to do that. But in reality, I don't think you can pay someone who is not there. And these things should come with agreements. You just call your engineer and tell them, if you are not there, how do you expect me to pay you? You don't pay them in absentia. Okay? Because they are supposed to be overseeing the work that is being done. If the work is not being done and they are not there to direct, how do you pay them? And again, I'm just looking at the work that Marwa is doing with the masons, and there is no engineer per se. He himself is the engineer. And I'm like, okay, you decided that the only person that can help you is your brother to oversee. And you yourself have always been able to rely on him. So when he is not there, you feel helpless. Why can't you take a stand? Because you are constructing this house, you have the energy to do it, you have the power, you are a voice, you have even the followers, you have the subscribers to support you, you know? What is it that you have to come out here and make a lot of noise and complain and expect people to think for you, when you can make a decision? Just step a foot and, put your foot together and reject any form of, wastages. So, because I was surprised that Dimwango really wanted the house to move fast, but the other day she was saying that good things come slowly, so I expected that she's okay with the pace. But now today she came out complaining, and we saw that indeed she wants the house to be complete. Is it because now she's finally seen the grandmother's house has run in 16 days, whereas she's wasting time hoping that when she takes long, the house will be stronger? I don't know. It's okay for the house to go progressively, but if you have money and it's moving, it has to move up to a certain level before it halts. It doesn't have to just halt because you are saying that good things come slowly. Anyway, let's listen to what she's saying here.
It's going to happen. Maybe, I don't know. If he comes and we agree he has to show up every day for him to be paid. And also another thing, I need a lot of labor, you know? Because when few people just come and work, it means it will take longer. But if I bring a lot of people, the work will go faster. But the trick is, if I bring a lot of people and they work, they will do less days. And the aim, his aim actually, so that people work many days, so that he can be paid longer. And for me, my time is limited here. I want to see the slab up before packing my bags.
Yilmaz, welcome to the house. Thank you so much and like the video. Yilmaz, welcome on board. We are continuing the reaction 48 minutes down the line, and we may go for 1 hour and 30 minutes maybe, because we have a lot to discuss here. So guys, you see Dimwango is coming out complaining. Of course, her complaint may be genuine. She may be genuine because when you are the boss and you are manning a place, you don't want the workers to keep coming slowly by slowly, and you keep paying day by day. Okay? So I don't know why she does not agree with the engineer to actually hire a lot of workers and they finish her work. Because if she knows that she wants the work done in 4 days, she can talk to the engineer, they negotiate and agree. But when she comes to complain on YouTube, I wonder how she wants us to assist, because she's the main person on the ground. Yilmaz, I'm so fine. How are you, Yilmaz? How is your day? Let me know. Yilmaz, how are you? All right, so people are coming and going, but it is okay. We have to try it up to the end, because watch hours are our problem currently. Once we feel that, our problem will become views per month, okay? But I really appreciate all of you who come by. Just help me to achieve those watch hours. I wish I had about 500 people who could just watch one hour each. One hour each, and I would get the watch hours I want, because we are remaining with about 490 watch hours, and we will be monetized. So I just hope that people will be actually supporting me in this endeavor, because it has taken a long time, a long time. But I won't give up. I'll keep going. And that is why sometimes I even decide to do 3 live streams a day. 3. Because I want to push the watch hours as much as I can. Okay? And I like the energy. But then when Mwango comes here and again begins to say that women in Africa are not respected, when your project is your project, you have the voice. It is about you yourself, you are doing the project, so you are the boss. How do you lack the voice? I've never understood that, Mwango. So Mwango says that the only person that can speak here is Marwa. And when Marwa comes and speaks, people will listen. I'm like, so don't make this habit, because another time you'll be doing a project, Marwa will not be there. Again, Marwa is somebody who also gives his own preferences. Maybe if he has a project, will he come at your project because he has to oversee what you are doing? No. If you are so sure that you can't push the people, then you hire somebody to push them. You don't have to rely on someone who is so busy like Marwa. Marwa is so busy. In fact, when she left here, she had to go to the site, and unfortunately, Marwa was on his way out. Anyway, let's check on this.
I don't know. Maybe it's time for new energy or fresh energy. I just don't know. So my watchman just told me there's a new engineer who came today. Mats.
Let's skip that. I don't like that part.
Hey guys. Also, who is calling me right now? Is the government of it?
Hey, let's skip that first and go back to that part whereby somebody calls and she's actually complaining. I was just looking at her complaint, and she was saying that maybe the engineer is too busy.
Oh my God.
Let me see.
Paid the money that I was supposed to pay.
Let me skip this, because that part I'll use it elsewhere.
I'm open for change, you know. All I want is my building to keep going. I don't want to do this forever. I want to pour the slab real quick before leaving, like so quick, because that's what I'm doing right now. That's why even today I want to bring more wood, because I need so much wood here. So I'm still working on all that by myself on the ground, because my brother has been so busy, Only Maro can save me. He understands better. But the mistake is not mine, it's the engineer who is letting us down. That's the truth of the matter. Because guys, look, materials are lying on the ground. Look.
So she had to show us the material. She had to show us what is around the timber. And now the title of her video was "Everyone Went on Strike Today." And I was like, which strike? Only to come and check and to realize that it was not a strike. The engineer was not there. And so, I don't know. You mean the masons don't have the expertise? Because I believe in the industry of construction, when people construct for some time, they have some knowledge about what has to be done. I've been watching the construction at the Grand Mass Place, and I saw the masons were doing it, They were doing it. Yeah, they were doing it, pushing the construction up to the end. Julius Ndungu, hi, welcome to the platform. Sometimes when I'm talking too much, I don't see who is coming, but I've been able to see Julius Ndungu. Thank you so much. Welcome to the platform, and like the video. Currently, I have 4 likes, and I'm targeting at least 10, because today is already 54 minutes and we have 4 likes. So I'm targeting 10 likes. Thank you so much. Welcome, and hi. Hi, Julius, and feel at home. And you can subscribe to the channel. For those who have not subscribed, consider subscribing also, because when we watch and forget to subscribe, sometimes we may not see the next videos as we come to entertain ourselves or learn or even explore. So what I'm learning from this video is that when you are doing a project, whether you're a woman or a man, take your feet, stand up, be firm, because the project is your money. You decide to stand. If people are too slow, hire those who are fast. And also, depending on what kind of, you may rush it too much, but you can get masons who have expert. Even if the engineer is not there, they continue with the work, you know. But remember, she told us that he is an expert of experts, he's always busy, he may not have time to be here. So he knows that this man is busy and he engaged him. They were supposed to have a written agreement. Julius Ndungu. Oh, I appreciate that subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you, because you people, when you subscribe, when you like, when you follow, you are the ones who are building me. Without you, I can't even do anything. I can't move. I can't even, I have a channel without you. A channel only is there because subscribers are there. People are watching the live streams, the videos, and all that. And I decided to go for the live streams because I want to fill the watch hours. Then with time, I may go back and begin doing videos. But sometimes I also do some video vlogs. You can check on them. And I'm also waiting for people to suggest the membership packages so that when they begin to pay for the packages, I'll be delivering content that is quality under those packages, because people have to get value for their money, you know. At least so that when we come to memberships, we are not just doing what people don't want. Yeah, so thank you so much and welcome. And maybe you can suggest what you want for the membership packages, because it is something that has to be unique away from what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here should be different from what I should do on packages. Membership packages should be exclusively what people want. But I'll be seeing what I have to do. I've listened to 2 suggestions and I'm still waiting for more suggestions. So thank you so much, Ndungu, Yilmaz, Mohammed Alheu, and Joseph Wambura for your support and your likes. I really appreciate. And anyone else who is watching, I don't take you for granted. It's only that maybe you are not chatted and I can't see who you are. All right.
Oh, that is timber.
So we saw her showing us everything, you know, and finally going to her farm to show us the crops she's planting. A good thing, you know, when you plant trees in any place you live, whether it's home, whether it's your farm, you are adding value to Kenya, because we want trees so that we don't have the certification case. We also want trees so that the environment is good. So Dimwango was planting trees and I really appreciate that effort. In fact, she was thinking about planting vegetables or trees, and then her mother suggested that she just plants trees to avoid a lot of challenges here and there. And that is a good idea anyway. Yeah, deciding to beautify your area and make it, you know, nature friendly is one of the things you must do when you have a piece of land. All right? Yeah. So, let's move to something else somewhere. There is something else I saw somewhere. After she had talked about this, of course, she left to go see the brother. And by the time she was arriving, the brother was leaving. And I was like, don't rely so much on Marwa. Now you have experienced construction, you have to rely on yourself now. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean that it's bad to rely on your brother, but now if you rely so much on your brother, it becomes a problem. So we saw her picking a motorcycle and rushing to the place where Iamarwa is constructing so that she can make inquiries, you know, consult him on what to do. And I was like, make a decision for once and for all. Call your engineer, talk to him. Don't even come here and check. But he came. He came and saw the construction.
The pictures are not
That's what I'm saying.
they are not doing service to this house.
So true.
You know, today one person called Michael N has sent money. We put the solar right now. But wait for me, I go and...
So, Dimwango has rushed from her side to come and consult the brother. And I'm like, why can't you go to the villa in the evening? You can go to the villa in the evening and talk to your brother. That's when he's relaxed back at home. But when you come to the site, you are not so sure whether he's there or he's busy chasing the dollar. Now, she found that the brother was chasing indeed the dollar, going to buy things by himself to the place in Nyabohanse. You know, the border, Hispania. So he went to check on solar panels because now Michael has become handy. Competition for the donor. Somebody said it yesterday. I don't know whether it's competition, it's just philanthropy, the heart to help. So to change Africa, So Michael had sent money to panels that will offer lighting in a grandma's home. Yeah, so the reality is that this place does not have electricity, and that house, when if they don't place lighting, it will be too dark. All right, with the ceiling and all that. So Michael, the contributor, the great contributor, decided to actually send some money for the panels after sending the windows. Okay, so after sending the windows, money for the windows, and another one sending money for the tiles. I don't know who sent money for the tiles. Was it the same Michael? Because Michael, I think, did the glasses, and there are some people who are contributed towards tiles. So we finally see him again sending money for the solar panels. Hey, I hope he comes to Africa and takes a picture around this house, guys. Having done all this, it's a great work, not a joke. Because for him, it's just doing out of good conduct, or maybe some people are saying out of competition. I don't know. I'm yet to rate that. Yeah. So, Marwa said he does not have time.
Okay, let's see how long it will take.
Hey.
Okay, let me check it out. But it looks so beautiful right now. Mara is leaving, is going to buy Mara is going to buy the solar panel in the house. I don't know if I'll wait for him. I don't know. Because I have so much work to do.
So she said she has a lot of work to do. A lot of work. I work three hard. Okay. I work three hard. So she's so busy. She does not have time to wait. And I was like, the best way is just to have an appointment with your brother. Maybe you decide to go to his villa and you talk over things, because it's so hard to really work while he's here. Though he's finishing his work in 3 days, so you can also wait for the 3 days and you go on with what you have to do, or consult even on phone if he's too busy. Anyway, So, Mwango seems to be afraid that because she's a woman, she cannot negotiate, she cannot, talk sternly to the engineer. And I'm like, yeah, your engineer might be an expert. Your house is also a delicate one because you want a swimming pool up there, a suspended swimming pool up there, and another one on the ground. But you can also just talk over things. Like a professional, you sit down over lunch, you buy lunch, and you negotiate over. You tell him that I'm not liking the pace. I also wish that you appear so that I don't pay ghost worker. Even if it is some few hours, appear and check on the work, monitor and direct the workers, instead of complaining on camera, because it doesn't help. For me, I believe if I have an issue with somebody, I would rather complain to them instead of on camera. And the best thing is that unless I'm doing content, sometimes you can come ranting on camera just for content purposes, so that people will follow and say, oh, why this and all that. But when you aim to communicate and have a solution, the best way is to communicate to somebody directly. You talk to them. You don't have to fear because you are a woman. Because if that is your project, you are the one paying money, you are the one who wants the house to be complete. It is not Maro who wants the house to be complete. Maro also has his own projects. I remember when he started the house for Grandma, he was saying he wants to go back and do some construction at his site. So you may not rely on him fully, okay? But it is what it is, guys. So let's go back to something. There's something I saw here and I was like, let me comment on it, because there is a day that, Mwango was saying that good things have to take long. Then she comes aside here and she again goes against it. I think it was at minute 48, around there. Let's just check on it, minute 48. When she was checking that house, she had to make some remarks that were contradicting what she said earlier.
This is one of the bedrooms. You put a bed, everything inside, double volume, American standards. This is really good job being done here. And the veranda itself is so huge. It's like a hall. living area by itself, you know, the veranda. I can imagine now with tiles. Brian, come and tell me what you think about the new house. Brian is here, guys. For those who have been following my brother's stories. How is the feeling right now?
I'm feeling fine. Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I'm not believing.
You don't believe and it's
You're
done.
not believing. But this is really good work. When are you going back to school?
On Monday after celebration.
On Monday.
Really?
after
So the boy speaks and smiles that he will go back to school on Monday. That is a week later. Schools have already opened, guys. People are back to school. And the boy who has been delinquent away from school for 3 months is here, laughing, smiling and saying he will go back to school after celebration of the house. Like, really? You know, if there is one thing I would have done as Maro is to make sure that this boy goes to school as fast as possible. The celebration, he can come back and celebrate later about the house, because after all, the house is not going anywhere. But he has heard about celebrations will be done and he's here waiting. Chai. He has a future to hold. He's supposed to bank in his education so that he has a better life. He doesn't have to wait for celebrations of the house to be done, because even though people sympathize with his grandmother because of what he did and decided to come handy, I think those who sponsored his education would be so concerned that he's still at home and other students are back to school, you know. If there is something he should do is to go to school, back to school very, very fast, back to school, so that he goes through counseling the first 2 days and then he starts his learning and focuses and passes. You know, they always say rogues can change, and he can change and become a better person whose life will be better. Okay? So let's...
This coming Monday. When is today? Today is
It was Tuesday, yesterday, that is.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the weekend, opening of the house, then Monday you go to school.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, I wish you all the best, you know, so that you can become a better person in the society, right? Yeah, this is impressive work.
Okay, so Dimongo tells us that it's impressive work, but the other day when she was interviewing those fellas, she said that a good things take time. Even houses which are good take time to be built. But now she's here again saying that this is an impressive work. It has been done so well. The bedroom is, I think, American standards and all that. Now, sometimes I don't understand these people. That's where I don't understand. I don't know whether it's my problem or whatever. But it is what it is. You know, sometimes some of us are just like that, you know. So I went back to Marwa's video again and saw something there, you know. When he came back from whatever he had gone to do, I saw something that I want to explore here. Here it is. Hey, the granny mother has had to donate. Hey, the rich grandmother now. The rich grandmother at minute 1:45, something like that, or 47. 1:47:53. 1:47:53, around there. Yeah, here. Yeah. So the grandmother was told by Marwa to contribute towards buying shoes for the villagers.
Look, we are transforming him from this to this to I am telling you guys, but they are fake Nikes, but we still live on a good day. Because this is not the original Nike. This is original. Oh, this is original.
So Fadela is the only person who was truthful. The rest are just agreeing with Marwa. I don't know why sometimes there are people who just agree because they want to agree. So the rest of them were just agreeing because they don't want to go against the boss word. But then Fadela TV is the only one that came out and said, no, these ones are original, boss, only that they are second hand. You know, because in Kenya sometimes when you bring the second hand stuff, if you are very good, you have a very good eye for second hand stuff, you can pick a very good shoe, you know. You remember the shoes that, and clothes that came to Marwa from Charity, is it from the Trench Town grandpa? And people are picking very good stuff from them. So it doesn't mean that second hand are very bad. Sometimes somebody just used maybe 1 month and threw them away, and they came to Africa. So we normally go and buy them, and they serve us. They serve us, guys. We can't complain. Yeah. So they were there celebrating the shoes that have been donated by Grandma. Grandma is now rich Grandma. I hope they are going to open business for her so that she sustains her life, you know.
Second hand, guys. This is original. Umenunua ingapi? 300. Hey. Look the guy with rain. Fungua kila mtu tufungue viatu zake. Fungua tu. Zisichafuke. Hey. Guys, you see, small money can change. Then we bought them. This is for school, but it's plastic. This is plastic, guys. Plastic. 200. And this one for this crops. We want him to.
All right, so they had to really show all those shoes.
Guys, look, shoes, but it's plastic. 200. This is like $1.50.
Yeah, so guys, celebration over the shoes after Masoda had to proceed. And there is one thing that I listened to in the video, and I was like, Musavi, how many times have I called you Musavi? How many times? Okay. Yeah. So Musavi and Brian, they have a promise for education. Education is the only thing that someone cannot snatch away from you, you know. Even YouTube, if someone empowers you to have it, they cannot snatch away from you. So let's check on a receipt here. Of course, Dorina is all over the place.
Okay,
let's check something here.
Guys, this is introduce yourself. What's your name?
Hi guys, welcome to Iamarwa channel.
Yes.
My name is Dorina and also I'm a content creator.
Yes.
I have a YouTube channel, Dorina Undersea.
Guys,
the house of people looking good. So welcome to support more entertainers, to go in the good success, to go somewhere that people like.
Yeah, I'm back to Brian. Brian is delaying to go back to school. He's waiting for celebration over the weekend before he can go to school on Monday. Possibly a decision made by Marwa. But I don't know why that had to be made like that. I don't understand. But let's check on this anyway.
kama itawekwa hapa ni sawa. Go, I'm showing you what is going on. We have close to 50 lessons working. Not lessons for people. And also schools have opened here. So because of that, schools have opened here. Because of that, we don't have so many people in the site. Because also the high school boys have gone back. You know, they have gone back to school. But this week, it's all a whole school opening week. So I will take Brian to school. Mbona hujaenda shule? I'm asking him why he has not gone to school. Mbona hujaenda shule wewe?
Mara is asking other boys why they have not gone to school, but he's planning to take Brian back to school a week later. I don't know for whatever reason, and there is already money. There's already money, because he said the other day that there is about 17,000 Kenyan shillings contributed towards that. So he better just take this boy back to school, because if he's a delinquent boy, let him not be used to the comfort of home. You know, even when children are starting school, they find it very difficult to settle in school because of the comfort of home. They are so much used to home that they just want to be at home forever and ever, amen. But if you allow them to go to school, they decide to settle in school, and that is it. You know, the school environment is not the best. The only thing that we want to drive from school is knowledge. But when it comes to the rest, food, the environment itself, the conditions, we have rules and regulations, all that, it's not the best environment, guys. So when you make a child to settle at home and be comfortable with enjoying all around, it may be very difficult for them to resettle in school. I don't know for American friends, Takia friends. I have friends who watch from Canada, Sweden, and elsewhere. I don't know about your situation. And even those who are watching by now, what is your situation? Because for our situation in Kenya, Most students find school a prison. I don't know. I teach students, and when I ask them when they have opened, why are you not happy about school? They tell me, school is like prison, especially those who learn in boarding. They don't like school. They only come to school because they want to derive knowledge. And some of them are forced by their parents because parents are the ones who tell them, go to school and acquire some education, build a career, and such things. But students on their own, they find a lot of freedom at home. Some homes, people don't even get to control them, where to go, what to do, when to watch, how long they should sleep. They bathe warm water. In school, it's cold water, you know. In school, they eat, suko dash all through, ugali and sukuma wiki all through, or cabbage. So when they go back home, they have good meals. They have, a good environment, sometimes music playing, watching TV. And most of them find it happy to be at home, because even at home, they eat variety of food, organic food and all that. They go to the market. They sometimes receive visitors. So then home environment becomes comfortable to them. Now, I wonder why Maro should have delayed for 1 more week. He should just have organized, gone for budgeting and taken the child to school, unless he's waiting for Donatos to act again, bring more money in, unless there is that. But if he really aims to have this boy transform, he should have taken the Brian to school long ago. He should have gone just on maybe the second day of opening, like by today. This is Wednesday. The boy should have gone so that he settles. All right. So let's check on something here. Something more. I just want to check on some minute here. Minute 42. There's a minute here.
Yes, different shoes.
Let's check at minute 42, 44. Yeah, here.
Next year, January, I'm taking you myself. I am a go back home. This is for Jamaican uncle. Kujo ni baba imura. Masoda uje kunywa leo. Next year, January, Utali College. I'm taking you myself. I am a go back home. This is for Jamaican uncle. Kujo ni baba imura. Masoda uje kunywa leo. Masabi, go home, you bring masoda. Mtanda mleta soda crate. Leo mlete. Let me buy masoda, guys. The more people drink masoda, the more we are getting support from you guys. Let these kids enjoy before.
So the more you bring masoda, the more donors are acting. What is happening? Hey, I didn't know it's a strategy. Hey, begging is not easy. You really have to learn the tactics, Like now Maro has learned that when he buys a lot of masoda for the young kids, and the young kids are competing over here, then it attracts the donors to continue contributing. I'm like, hey, that's a new tactic. Hey. So in the begging business, when you're begging donors, you really have to perfect in the game and understand the nitty-gritties. Hey, my goodness. All right. So I had to also check something. Musavi has been promised Utali College, and there were rules. There were rules there. I think he spelled some rules.
4 crates. Go pick 10 and you... Let me see. No, there's a guy called Peter here. Let me just wait. I'm telling him up. Masoda.
Hey, Masoda.
Peter, go up. Peter.
I think Musavi...
I want to see the work done.
Musavi was given some rules.
Guys, we have arrived. I've come with Musavi. Musavi, say hello.
Hello, yes, Musavi.
Next year or early this year, end of this year, but I want next year. You are going where, Musavi?
To Utali College.
Utali College to do what?
To go there and start host.
Cooking. Catering.
Yeah, catering.
Yes, guys, Musavi cooks in my home and also helps get River at his home. is that I hope that you don't go to college and they change you, because I really like the way you are, Musabi. Very hardworking, no groups, ready to do the job.
You forgot to be very loyal,
Yes.
ready to bootlick, ready to follow rules.
Yeah. They will end up messing me. Yeah. So that's why you never see. Musabi, if you stay like that, early next year, January, I'm taking you myself.
If you stay like that, it's a conditional. Today I was teaching conditional clauses in class where we use provided that, only if, unless, given that, when, if. Those are conditionals, guys. So if Musavi does not pay attention to whatever he's being told, he will not go to Utali College. But provided that Musavi listens to what Maro is saying, he will go to Utali College. Unless Musavi pays attention to what Maro is saying, he will not go to Utali College. Until Musavi, listens to what Maro is saying, he will go to Utali College. Only if, or if Musavi listens to what Maro says, he will go to Utali College. On condition that he pays attention to what Maro is saying, he will go to Utali College, guys, So it is what it is. You have to follow rules. So Lucas the traveler, Lucas the traveler, Lucas the traveler. How many times did I call you? I called you 3 times. Will you listen? If you want Maro to help you, then you must have adhered to the rules. Provided that you had adhered to the rules, Lucas Traveler, you would have had it safe with with Marwa. On condition that you are not posting your videos before Marwa, you would never have been sent away from the construction site. Sent away from the construction site. So guys, that is my analysis for today. I normally do this for fun, for education, and for entertainment purposes. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have comments or additions to give us, please do so. I'll be getting another opportunity to do more reaction later, because I'm really fighting to build this channel. No lie, I'm really fighting tooth and nail this channel to the highest expectation ever. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the videos as I go by to research more and plan for more reactions later, guys. Why not? Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.